Well, good morning guys, welcome to another cabin video. Today we're finally going to get to the trim. We've been working hard at getting all the prep work. When you mill your own wood, it takes a long time because you got to wait for it to dry and all that good stuff. If you missed this episode, we got the doghouse up here providing us with some solar power. Found a nice little clearing here. Still running the Briggs & Stratton gas generator, but we're also running the solar off Energy, the Apex unit. It'll be the dominant powering system for the cabin. Once we're done the construction, it can't carry a heavy load, but it's going to work for the needs of the cabin, such as lights, basic utilities, charging things, mainly just the lights. Like that's kind of what we need for quiet hours time in the evenings. Barbecue set up for some catch and cooks. That's all ready to go. Table saw with a table, so we don't have to crouch down. We've got our trim down here, and we've got all our tools mostly ready to go. The inside here, take you in. We don't have the lights on because we don't have the generator in, but we need to do all the trim around the windows. So that's what we got milled up. All these windows and the doors, and then up in the loft as well. The ceiling's mostly done. We just still have to do the strapping. We've been putting that off because we're trying to get some of these other details going. So let's jump right in. What you got?
An apple.
Where'd you get it?
From our tree at home.
Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Best one you ever had?
Almost.
We need some lights in the cabin, so we're going to fire up our little Apex Energy deal. Switch on, and then this plug is the generator plug. So we plug this into one of the spots, and that wire I just showed you goes all the way over to the cabin here, and we can run off the gas generator, but we're going to go around quiet right now. We'll fire the generator up later when we get the tools going, because Kevin's going to do the build outs. So that power runs all the way underground here to the cabin so we can see. So if everything's working, we should have lights. Bottom light switch is over here for our sconces. These are our sconces for now, pigtails. So we're not quite there at the finishes. But we have our pot lights up above in the ceiling. Around the windows is, there's a gap here between the drywall and the actual window. So we're gonna do what's called a build out, and that's just gonna be a little piece of wood so that it's gonna bridge that gap, and then we're gonna put our trim on the top of the drywall. So we gotta make that little gap up right now. So we got little thin pieces of wood we're gonna cut outside here in the cutting station. What do you think about the lights? Almost got the third, fourth piece in. All right, now we're ready to switch over to the main juice for the power tools. That Apex Energy battery bank won't power the power tool. Switch that off, unplug that, and we're gonna plug this in to our generator. But first we gotta start it. So we'll turn it to on, and we'll get the choke pulled, and it should start off first pull. Now we got the real juice. Sand a little bit, we'll get those ripped up and installed. Power, just like that.
I should say a disclaimer before I explain to people what I'm doing, because I'm not a carpenter. I don't pretend to be a carpenter. It's advanced level carpentry because we're not filling and painting this. We're actually just leaving it. It's best if you hire a professional carpenter, but I will give you a crash course on what I know to install trim. So This, you basically measure from edge to edge and then you add a little bit. And what that little bit is a reveal. If you try to butt up against along the edge of the jam extension, it'll always look bad. But if you leave it down a little bit all the way around, like this, so you give it a reveal. So this is what the reveal is, and you want to stay consistent all the way around the window. So if we start there and we tack it in, we're just gonna kind of hold it there. A lot of guys will pre-assemble these things and then put them on the window. These are used windows. This is milled wood. We're in the forest. We're gonna make it work. So then you would line up here and you can see that our miter's pretty good. Our reveal is adequate. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw the glue on there. I'm gonna tack it there to hold it. I'm gonna attach it here, through here, and not shoot it into my finger. There. So then we repeat the process all the way around. And what I like to do is I like to tack it in with a couple of brads as to line it up, because not all your jams aren't always square. So if we just tack it in loosely, so we line that guy up, we tack it in the middle, and then we get to play with this little miter here. And this is the fun part. So that miter, and then we can push this. Well, this is all moving. There. The glue will hold the rest. So if everything's lined up and everything's cut square and your jams are all square and all your pieces are square and everything's square, this last piece should go in real easy. So nothing is square, nothing lines up. When it comes down to it, is anything ever perfect? So that's why I like to tack them in loosely, because you can actually move them and make sure your miters line up. And then you sand that. Maybe get some ash colored caulking. I don't know, that's good for my house. As you can see from afar, I don't know how far you guys are away. Have a look at it, and you can see that there's cracks here. You can tighten those up a little bit. But this is the nature of using something that's not filled. If you were to paint this trim and caulk it, you could make it actually look perfect. I always say, do your best, caulk the rest. With this, we can't do that because we're dealing with something that is a wood finish. So if you're not satisfied with this, it's really important for this stage of the game, hire a professional carpenter, and they can come in and they can make these perfect. You're gonna pay dearly for it though.
You having a bad day?
The shirt's inside out and out backwards.
I was gonna tell you, so it improved your day suddenly. You switch that, dude. Everything's gonna go so much better. Switch it. I'm telling you. It's like wearing the shirt on backwards. It's inside out, so it means your day's gonna go inside out.
Huh.
Come on, switch it.
Yeah.
Not on camera.
Coming through the front. Oh, it didn't. How does it look from over there? That's the best one yet.
All right, we're gonna fire up the barbecue, and Kevin's gonna make an egg sandwich. Holden, you gonna have an egg sandwich? Sure. Trust Uncle Kevin? Probably not made for barbecues, but whatever.
Spatula stick.
Spatula?
Spick stick. See, that's authentic egg. It's got the chicken poo still on it. That's how authentic that is.
Where did the chicken poo come from?
Chicken? These aren't, we didn't buy these at the store. I always come very prepared. I need to make a flipper.
Here's a piece of wood. Go mill one up.
How about the back of a sanding thing? Let's see if this works. It works. Here, cut it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's losing structural integrity. That worked perfect. Oh, that's okay, I gotta flip it again. It's over easy. It's an over easy egg sandwich.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. It's the first, you never heard that one before? That's Bear Grylls reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. This is improvised cheese.
It's authentic egg sandwich cheese. I'm gonna get flack for this again. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. ASMR people.
ASMR plastic sounds.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that.
It does.
Somebody made fun of us saying that we think all sounds are ASMR sounds, like the construction sounds, so they call it ASMR. The truth is, I don't think it's ASMR, and Kevin doesn't think it's ASMR, but the YouTube algorithm thinks it's ASMR, so it sends it out to people who would typically watch something without talking in it, so it goes more global. Like, we think all these sounds, like machine noises and saws and things, are, well, they might be ASMR, like somebody who really loves woodworking, but the general public, no. It smells good.
He's smelling the cheese.
He's smelling the cheese. This is the first time eating fake cheese?
That's not true.
No.
No.
I had it like you know those packet things where you get like those sticks of bread or whatever that is, and then you stick it in it, like melted cheese. And
Oh,
then
that
you
like
eat
Cheese
it.
Whiz?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like Cheese Whiz.
Very McDonald's-y. Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna flack for? No bacon. No
Yep.
ham. No
Yep.
tomato.
Yep.
No butter.
I've got one way to improve egg sandwich. I think this is probably the first time we've ever tried it on an egg, but it goes on everything. And get the adobo spice to be all linked up.
This is the first time I've tried this.
You've never tried it yet?
No.
Seriously? Here to go.
I didn't get nothing comped.
Limited supply.
There you go. It's got his face on it and everything. What if it's bad?
It's not bad.
All right.
Everybody loves it.
I'm eating an egg sandwich with cheese and a non-toasted bread. That's something. Like, is it better without? No. It's good. It's like a salty something flavor. It's good. Don't mind it at all.
Now you're going to give the honest opinion?
It's pretty good. I'm a salt and pepper guy. It's salty and peppery. It's not overpowering the underlying flavor of the fake cheese and egg. It's our best window yet. After the last one.
All right, that's it for all the trim. All done. Now baseboard is actually the easiest part. We're gonna have a lot of furniture come in here. This is where the kitchenette is going to be, in this area here. We'll have the table over here, and then we're gonna have the stove over in this area. All we're gonna do is put them in loose at the bottom, maybe tack it in one nail, and then we can pull it off when we're ready to figure out where everything else is. It's gonna be straight cuts, just butt ends, not gonna do any 45s, nothing fancy. As much as we would want to do like a natural floor, this is so much better. This sweeps up so easily. It's gonna hold out, hold the water. No, it's gonna shed the water. That's what we want. Good. Here we go, a quick sweep. And we got all the baseboard in now. There's a couple pieces here that we didn't bother putting in because that's where the kitchenette's gonna go. So it looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? We're gonna come back next day and we'll keep working.
It's fun watching you work. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think you broke it.